What's going on, guys? It's Brandon Tatum here, rightalerts.com. Wait for a couple of y'all to get on here. I can feel the frustration building. I know that I'm not the only one that is frustrated by the ridiculous treatment against Donald Trump. Now that we got a few people on, I'll say this. I think Donald Trump did well. I think he dominated in the beginning of the debate, and I think that, you know, there was points and times where he struggled towards the end of the debate. Overall, I think he was effective. I think he showed what we all knew about, you know, his temperament and character, and how he's more of a qualified candidate than Hillary Clinton. But the biggest issue here, and I think that it's being neglected in the media at this point, is Lester Holt. This guy was absolutely ridiculous and a terrible narrator. It was absolutely amazing and even more frustrating at how biased he was against Donald Trump. He asked Donald Trump about some of the most ridiculous, stupidest things that the American people could care less about. We don't care about a birth certificate. You know, we could care less about what he said about Hillary Clinton's looks, or whether or not she has stamina or not. Those are not the things. We care about the direction of this country, the direction that's going to lead to either the success or failure of our children. We're not in this business to play games. And Lester Holt targeted Donald Trump time after time after time, even going to the extent of trying to fact check him when it comes to patent frisk and other things that he argued with Donald Trump about. Absolutely deplorable and ridiculous. You know, and I find it quite interesting and slightly suspicious that he didn't bring up anything, any crucial issue about Hillary Clinton. He didn't talk about the emails. I wonder, was he going to even ask her a question about the emails? Because once the emails were brought up, he said, because Donald Trump brought it up, now do you want to respond? He didn't talk about the emails. He didn't talk about Benghazi. He didn't talk about, you know, her lying about a video causing, you know, terrorist attacks against our personnel. He didn't talk about a lot of huge issues, her health issues. She fainted the other week. Is that not a concern? He didn't talk about that. It was some other things that he didn't talk about. He didn't talk about the foundation, the crookedness, and the fact that she should probably be in prison at this point. I find it quite interesting that he didn't bring up any of those things. And when she did give a ridiculous statement about her emails, which I think wasn't sufficient. She did. I wish Donald Trump would have just slammed her on it. He didn't fact check her. He didn't, you know, try to come up with some alternative thoughts to get her to probe into explaining what the American people want to hear. We want to know why you lied about the emails. We want to know, you know, why you lie about Benghazi. Why did you compromise our national security implementing, you know, unsecured servers in your house that wasn't approved by the FBI, which you said it was? Why are you smashing and destroying devices to you know, hide evidence of you doing negative things? Very, very disappointing. I'm very upset about it, and I think that I really hope that Donald Trump, this next go around, that he just ends it. You know, he had an opportunity tonight to just put her away once and for all. Explored her on the emails, explored her on her lies and her untrustworthiness. I think he could have did it. I wish he would have, but the biggest thought in my mind tonight is the moderator. This guy's a joke, you know, and I hope that tomorrow we hear more, you know, narratives about it, because it was totally biased. You know, there wasn't supposed to be, you know, the issue of quote unquote fact checking but he decided to implement that towards Donald Trump, but didn't do a single thing towards, Hillary Clinton. So I wonder what you guys think. What do you think? Am I over exaggerating, or are we dealing with some suspicious bull crap and that we've seen all of this time by the establishment trying to keep and maintain the establishment that maintains the establishment? It's time for a change. We want to see a change. A month of rehearsing what she said wasn't sufficient for the American people. I want to hear change. I want to hear what she's going to do differently than what we've been experiencing in this country so far. So I know you guys are with me on this. I know you guys are with me on this. We really need to, continue to push the rhetoric, because obviously, some of these things have been rigged. And I see Bruce said Hillary for prison. I mean, any one of us that did what she did will go to prison, probably at minimum, and will never have the opportunity to have a security clearance. Never be eligible to be a presidential candidate. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and another thing, he didn't even mention the hot topic, and we all can agree, of her calling a fourth of the American people deplorable. The men and women who serve and protect are deplorable in her eyes. The workers that are out here every day grinding and providing for their families are deplorables. You and I are deplorables. And Lester Holt didn't bring that up not one time. And that's one of the hottest topics that's going on today. The 30,000 emails. I mean, these are the things that the American people deserve to hear about. And I think, like Dorothy said, it's a 2 against 1 thing. Both of those individuals were virtually against Donald Trump. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't disclose the questioning to her. I want to see what questions he had prepared, because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But I just want to give a shout out to you guys coming on here. Patricia, James. I mean, I'm going to miss some of you guys. You started before I started giving shout outs. But Kelly, Phyllis, Spencer, thank you guys for getting on here and joining and being, I'm sure you guys have always been supporters of this website. So thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You guys are saying, you guys are on point. I'm just articulating what you guys are emotionally feeling. And we it's like a football game. There's plays that we left on the field, and next time we're going for the touchdown. We're going to drop the bomb on the 30,000 emails. We're going to drop the bomb on the lives of the videos and the Clinton Foundation. We're going to drop the bomb on a presidential candidate saying that there's citizens that's irredeemable. We're going to drop the bomb. We're gonna throw a 50-yard bomb right over the top and score the touchdown this next debate. And I tell you what, I haven't lost confidence in Donald Trump. I think he did a wonderful job again at the beginning. He did a wonderful job. He was smoking her. And then I think somehow being attacked by the moderator and your component caused him to go a little bit on the defensive. But you guys continue to keep in mind the end goal here. And that is to see the best candidate win. And Donald Trump, in my opinion, is the best candidate. So I'm not going to hold you guys too long. Thank you for watching. We're going to still do this thing. And if I see Donald Trump, I'm going to give him a big handshake for you guys. And we'll continue to move forward. But see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow I'll put together a video. We'll talk about this a little bit more. But again, Lester Holt failed. Epic fail. Terrible. We need a better narrator. We need somebody that's going to go in and be fair. And he's going to challenge both candidates, not for his own sake, not for the Democratic Party, Republican Party, but for the American people. Talk to you guys later. See you next time. Have a good night.